Hey guys, so in today's video, I want to talk about the two biggest keys when it comes to health, right? And how they go hand in hand. How you can't have one key without the other key. You need both keys. And that is nutrition, food, what we consume each and every day. And the other one being movement, exercise. So I always say that you need both. Okay, you need both keys, but to me, one key is stronger. Okay, now at the end, near the end of this video, I'll talk about how one key is stronger than the other. But you need both keys, though. You cannot just chuck out one key because it's gonna be detrimental to your body if you do that. You need to go all in and go 100% on both. The reason why I'm bringing this up actually is because I saw a recent video of an older man, not really sure what his exact age was, but he was talking like he was 30 years younger. And he was very well aware of his surroundings and what he was talking about. And I was like, it really got me interested right away, right off the bat, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm curious. Like, what does he do every day? What's his health looking like? Like, what's his lifestyle, right? So as he's talking, he's talking about exercise. So I'm like, oh, I'm all in. I'm watching this, right? And he's like, yep, every day, walking. I'm constantly moving. Exercise is the key. Exercise is the way. And then he goes, and then he does a versus thing. And then that's when it threw off everything. I was like, whoa. So he goes, the person who is exercising every day, but eating junk food and crappy food, will live a longer and healthier life than the person who is not exercising at all, but eating healthy. That is not true. That is not true. I'm sorry, man. I don't care. You could say, and remember, genetics plays a big part. But we don't know what this guy's actually doing behind the scenes. You're telling me that this guy, right? By the way, I forget his age. I think he was probably over 100. I think he was over 100. It was a big number. I believe it was a big number. That's why he was having this talk in front of people, right? At like an event. But when he was talking about this, right, he was going all in about the exercise. And I was like, that's awesome. And I still am. That's great. I am for that. So, I agree with him on that. But then he started saying how, he started doing this versus like battle with the nutrition. He started doing exercise versus nutrition because now he's talking about how the person who is exercising every day but is eating like crap is going to live a longer life because of the exercise. The exercise apparently to him is huge, right? Against the person who's eating extremely healthy, so nutritious foods that are earth-made and a very extremely healthy diet, but doesn't exercise at all and doesn't move. That person, the person who's exercising but eating crap, will live a longer life than the person who's not exercising but eating really healthy. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Because to me, and this is where we were talking about in the beginning, right? The bigger key, right? The stronger key is nutrition, is food. To me, it's 80-20. 80% of when it comes to health is what we eat. The other 20% is movement, exercise. And that's awesome. Everybody should exercise. I agree. And we should keep it keep that key. That's important. But don't toss it out. Like this guy is, I don't agree with that. And I'm telling you right now, and I could be wrong. Could be genetics. There was a woman that said something about like drinking 3 Dr. Peppers every single day, and she lived to like over 100 years old. 120 or something. No, not 120. 103, 104, something crazy like that. And she drank 3 Dr. Peppers every day, and then she started laughing and goes, I outlived the doctors who told me not to drink the Dr. Peppers. I'm like, what? So when I'm saying this stuff, right? Genetics plays a big part, right? Genetics plays a huge part in the body, and eating right and exercise is going to help is going to help huge. But and first off, I gotta say that for both of those people, right? For that lady who said about the Dr. Pepper and about the guy who's talking about how if you consume crappy foods but you exercise constantly, you will live longer than the other person. Those two people, how do we know that they're just saying that crap and then they're not doing what they're actually saying? How do we know that that guy's not affiliated with something like a brand or something, and the reason why he's saying that is because he doesn't want to, like, what if he's like affiliated with Oreo cookie or something, and he just doesn't want to like tarnish that, and like he wants people to keep on eating the Oreos, because as long as you're exercising, as long as you're on that treadmill, you can eat that Oreo cookie. So yeah, and then the lady, you know, maybe she does drink 3 Dr. Peppers a day. I don't really know, but if she actually is, then, and on top of that, if she's not moving around, so she's not exercising either, then wow, crazy good genetics for her. But that's not everybody. That's the very small percentage of people, okay? So I'm speaking for the majority, the high majority of people in the world. 80-20. 80% nutrition, 20% exercise. And when it comes to during the week, so that's overall health. But during the week, I even have it a little higher. I have 85% of it should be healthy foods, right? And then you can have fun. The 15% can be having fun, you know, with you know, dabble in with, you know, some couple of slices of pizza on the weekends with your buddies while watching football or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 90%, honestly. I know that might be a little hardcore, but seriously, I'm all about health, you know, and I want everybody to be healthy and live a long, healthy, fun life. You know, if we want to keep on every single year going to, you know, holidays, we want to see our families, our friends every single year. We want to create moments, laugh with them, have fun, and enjoy. And how are we going to do that if our life's cut short? Can't. So I just want to say that both keys are very important, but the bigger and the stronger key is nutrition, is whole foods. And I just want to say that we should stick with those percentages, okay? 80% of it is health, 100% of it is health. Both keys add up to 100% health. Our health is the most important. But 80% of it is nutrition, healthy foods, and 20% is exercise. And then during the week, I'll say 85 for you guys. I'll say 85. 85% when it comes to healthy foods, and then 15% is, you know, a little bit of junk here and there. But how about this? Why does that 15%, by the way, have to be, you know, like processed, like crappy foods? Like, why can't it be real foods, but a little bit on the unhealthy side? Think about that. Think about it that way. What does it have to be? Oreo cookies in ice cream and in chocolate bars, or can it be, you know, a healthier version of like a healthier pizza, or a healthier burger, or instead of like regular fries, sweet potato fries? I mean, remember, they're both unhealthy for you. The burger, get a instead of like the regular cheeseburger that they're gonna, you know, process all that meat and crap, do a turkey burger, a healthy, lean turkey burger. And when it comes to the pizza, right? I mean, remember, all this stuff that I'm saying is still on the unhealthy side, but you can make it a little bit healthier, at least, you know, so you can still have fun with it. You know, maybe a protein healthy pizza with cauliflower crust, and then on the side have like a salad, a little bit of salad, so you're not going 100% with the unhealthy. I know it might be sounding like I'm strict, but I'm just trying to help you guys out. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if you can't help it and you see an Oreo cookie there and you're like, oh, what am I'm not there to grab your hand and say, don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I'm saying in today's video, guys. I just want to say there's two keys. The two keys are nutrition and movement. But the nutrition is bigger, 80%, and exercise is 20%. So that guy's wrong, and that lady, that's crazy if she's actually telling the truth about those 3 Dr. Peppers. But I just want to say that, first off, I'm for both. So you should be eating healthy when it comes to the nutrition aspect, and you should be moving, exercise. Do both. I don't know why this guy's doing a versus battle. I don't get it. But yeah, that's what I got to say in today's video. And remember, let's stay active and get kinetic.